I'm here today for Babycup to help answer some of your questions about hydration and about nutrition in young babies and young children. I'm a registered public health nutritionist and I am the baby and child nutritionist and specialise in infant toddler nutrition. It's absolutely my favourite field in the world. So I've got a lot of questions that I do need to go over today. So I will kickstart. I've got a question from Becca. I love Babycup First Cups. Basically, a baby's nearly 11 months old and still breastfeeding, worried about how much to offer milk or water from 1 year. So again, you can absolutely carry on breastfeeding as long as you or baby want to. And, you know, the longer you breastfeed, the better it is for baby. So absolutely, if you can carry on doing that, that's always going to be beneficial. And as I said, breast milk massively adapts. When baby gets to 1 year of age, it's more like around 3 cups a day, 3 small cups of fluid a day that baby is recommended. Again, all of this information is in the blog. So you can absolutely offer that again alongside meals as at the same time as baby's usual milk. But obviously, I think you're saying that you're worried about how much to be giving if you're stopping breastfeeding. Well, again, if you are stopping breastfeeding, then you can move straight onto full fat cow's milk if you want to. You can move on to full fat cow's milk if you do need to or you feel you want to stop breastfeeding. And baby at 1 year of age only needs roughly about 400 mils of cow's milk a day. So that would be about 400 mils of cow's milk, let's say, some sips of water with a meal and baby's usual foods. That's what they would need fluid wise. But again, if you're breastfeeding, your breast milk will adapt, so you can absolutely carry on doing that as you want to. So someone from Instagram, are there better times of the day to be giving baby water, i.e. before nap time, before bedtime, or should I have a steady flow throughout the day? Again, it depends on your baby's age, stage. As I said, if you've got a young baby who is weaning, it's really good to introduce that fluid alongside the meal just for that regularity to get them used to it. If you feel, again, it's a hot day or if you feel like baby needs extra hydration during the day, milk is fine or breast milk is fine, but you can obviously top up on little sips of water too. They don't need huge amounts of water, so do remember that they don't need huge amounts of water. You don't want it to displace their foods, but you know, after 1 year of age, about 3 cups a day roughly, 3 small cups a day really is all that baby will need. So another question, how to work out how much hydration baby is getting from food rather than water? Again, it's a tough one. You can't really, as long as baby is getting basically the recommendations around how much fluid should have, take into account average solid food intakes, including things like average fruits and vegetable intakes. There's a whole body of research that has looked into, you know, what the recommendations are, and the recommendations for fluids are based on what an average baby or child of that age will be eating and the amount of fluid they will get from that, as well as the amount of fluid they will get from milk. So it's all taken into account, so you don't really have to worry about that. Obviously, if you're worried about your little one's hydration, then I would always be saying check nappies, so check that they're still producing plenty of wet nappies and that that's carrying on quite normally, as they normally would. You know, you can obviously offer them sips of water through the day once, you know, if you want to, and once they're older, that's not a problem, especially if you think it's hot weather or if you think they're super active. Like if they're at a play centre and they're being so much more active than usual, then absolutely you can offer them a few sips more water if you want to. But again, you know, keeping an eye on how they're growing, their development, how they're feeling, if they're tired and lethargic, if their skin's little bit kind of less supple. All of these things might be signs that they're dehydrated, but most of the time babies should be getting their milk, sips of water with meals and their food, and hopefully that should give them more than enough hydration.